285 people have come out to watch the first TCW A New Beginning 2018. For some reason, the angle which John Layfield did not write out, but he comes out and basically welcomes everyone to a new era of TCW, run and owned by him. 65 Steve Layfield. In a decent match, Ink defeated Best Friends in 14:46 when Shannon Moore defeated Chuck Taylor by pin for the Morgasm. Ink win the TCW Tag Team titles. Chuck Taylor's Davies Degenerate gimmicks in this round of awful. Brett E-Gay Maniac above average. Justin Neal crazy, poor. Justin Neal seemed was really off his game. Shannon Moore's David is Egomaniac. Scottish run of average. Brett at 51. Chuck Taylor 39. Shannon Moore 49. Neal 33. No work proofs. The weird thing about this is we've got a show tonight. Quite a lot of our shows are quite close to each other. They're like over the course of a weekend together. In about a decent wrestling, but little heat. David Finley Jr. defeated Brian Pillman, Jay White, and Jigsaw in an elimination match in 15:03. The elimination of Brian Pillman, then Jay White finally Jigsaw. David Finley wins the TCW International title. Brian Pillman 41, Dave Finley Jr. 23, Jay White 40, Jigsaw 43. Loose cannon gimmicks going to show great for Brian Pillman Jr. Dave Finley old school face gimmick in the of average. Jay White old school face gimmick below average. Jigsaw Dave's fan favourite gimmick going to show of average. Jigsaw improving in performance and Dave Finley in technical. Got to look at that in the beginning. In a decent match, Tracy Williams defeated ACH in 14:45 by pin for the drop kick. Tracy Williams, Hot Sauce Tracy Williams wins the TCW Junior Heavyweight. ACH 38, Tracy Williams 36. ACH is David's fan favourite gimmick in this round of awful. Tracy Williams same, awful. About dragged in the middle of lack of flow being noticeable. So what? In above, I had decent wrestling, but didn't have much heat. Maxwell Jacob Thirsty defeated Desmond Xavier in 14:51 by pinfall by using underhanded tactics, 37D minus. Desmond Xavier, who's cocky, it's got a showing of very good. Maxwell Jacob Davies arrogant heel, and a showing of average. Desmond Xavier 37, Maxwell Jacob Thirsty 35. Maxwell Jacob improving in performance. It's very awkward doing this with Eddie Edwards and Sammy Callahan looking at you. I did the... Okay, Desmond Xavier's high on painkillers. He's going to be released then. In a decent match, David Starr defeated Jay Bradley in 15:10 by pinfall the release German suplex. David Starr 35, Jay Bradley 41. No work on rumors if that's the right David Starr. I hope it is. In about a decent match, the crowd subpar wrestling. Hello Wicked defeated the Estonian Thunderfrog in 15:20 by pinfall after using a foreign object. Estonian Thunderfrog 30, Hello Wicked 30. The Estonian Thunderfrog improving in performance. David is super gimmicks for awful. Eva Khan Incarnate gimmick awful. God, the gimmicks ain't doing very well. In above, didn't have much heat in terrible wrestling. Marshira. Marble Shira defeated Will Ferrari in 14:49 by pin of the V-bomb. Marble Shira 20, Will Ferrari freaking 12, and a 14F plus. Yeah, great. That's it. Let's just get across that. In a decent match, Moose defeated James Drake in 15:26 by pinfall the Game Breaker. Moose 43, James Drake 28. Moose debuted his Drew Sports Superstar gimmick average. Old school face gimmick below average. No working gimmicks. No worker improvements. 38D minus, that's better. In a decent match, Keith Lee defeated Jeff Cobb in 15:26 by pin for the Power Slam. Keith Lee 39, Jeff Cobb 40. No work improvements. Keith Lee Days badass. Jeff Cobb badass. Next we're going to see Joe Bradley, Matt Riddle versus Zack Sabre versus Rich Swann. In a good match, Jay Lethal defeated Rich Swann, Matt Riddle and Zack Sabre Jr. in an elimination match in 30 minutes 27. The order elimination was Matt Riddle first, and Zack Sabre Jr. and finally Rich Swann. Jay Lethal is your TCW heavyweight champion. Zack Sabre Jr. fan favourite above average, getting both gimmick. Rich Swann fan favourite awful. Legit mad athlete for Riddle above average. Jay Lethal fan favourite awful. Zack Sabre Jr. 60, Swann 43, Riddle 50, Jay Lethal 63. Lethal and Rich Swann both improving. Rich Swann in Rumble, but in Lethal in performance. That's where we end tonight. Frick knows who's going to get the frickin' popularity boost here tonight, because there's some very shit wrestling. I can tell you one thing, you will not be seeing on our next show. You'll not be seeing on the next show for TCW, Marble Shearer or the other guy. Rich Swann, Jay Lethal and Zack Sabre Jr. please. We'll see you with our next show, which I don't know who it's going to be, but it's going to be one of the 6 companies in the US. Thank you for watching. Welcome to your first edition of House of Hardcore. I've got to quickly push that so you can't... Yeah, we can see the main event. 1,300 people tonight at the 232,000, the formerly arena of whatever the hell this place is called. And above that, great wrestling and decent card. Mason Machine Guns defeated All Night Express in 14-24. When Alex Shelley defeated Reptiles by pinfall with the Shinarana. Kenny King, Davis Ego Maniac gimmick, average. Reptiles Ego Maniac awful. Alex Shelley Degenerate, very good. Fan favourite for Chris Sabin, very good. Oh, great. Reptiles 48, Kenny King 56, Chris Sabin 65. Alex Shelley, Chris Sabin improving total. Great. That's going to be a problem tonight. In a poor match, Kevin Cross defeated Alex Reynolds in 9:32. Alex Reynolds 30, Kevin Cross 35. Kevin Cross improving in performance. I'll get that sorted for the next show. In a decent match, Drago defeated JT Dunn in 12:03 by putting the running twisting moonsault plancher. JT Dunn 36, Drago 46. No worker improvements. We need to make the matches physically intense. In a decent match, Lance Araya defeated Brian Cage in 7:40 by pinfall the wide Simone and Splash. Lance Arana 35, Brian Cage 51. Yeah, we know the match wasn't physically intense enough. Thanks for telling us every single time. In a decent match, Lance Hoyt defeated Tommy Dreamer in 11:45 by pinfall the moonsault. Lance Hoyt 40-45, Tommy Dreamer 35. No worker is 35E+. In above that, good wrestling and decent good heat and decent wrestling. Phoenix defeated Trevor Guerrero in 13:54. Trevor Guerrero 46, Phoenix 50. No worker improvements. We won't worry about the gimmicks. In about that decent wrestling, but don't have much heat. August defeated Angelico in 8:03 by pinfall the Asian moonsault. Angelico 47, August 46. No worker improvements, 39D-. In about that, great heat and good wrestling. Abyss defeated Colt Cabana in 15:28 by pinfall the Black Hole Slam. Abyss 56, Colt Cabana 57. This match would have got a better rating if there was physically more intense wrestling. In about that, good wrestling and a decent wrestling crowd, the Briscoes defeat Coast to Coast in 15:16 when Dre Briscoe defeated Leandro St. Givano by pinfall the double hook DDT. Suman 40, Leonard Centum 43, Mark Briscoe 68, Jay Briscoe 66. No work improvements. In an exceptional match, Rey Mysterio defeated Jay Lethal in 15:22 by pinfall the 6'9" into a West Coast pop. Rey Mysterio 80, Jay Lethal 66, Rey Mysterio, David's fan favourite. No work improvements. In about fantastic heat and great wrestling, Stu Bennett defeated James Storm in 15:08 by pinfall the waistbands. Stu Bennett 62, James Storm 56. No work improvements. Video plays hyping up Kenny Omega versus Cody. In an exceptional match, Cody Rhodes defeated Kenny Omega in 25 minutes 06 by pinfall using unhand tactics. Cody Rhodes 68, Omega 72. Davey Ziegler legendary. Cody Rhodes segregate heel, awful. No work improvements. So increase the popularity to one region with 58C-. I'll accept that, but we really need to look into doing something about that when we get to the main screen. But a good show all in all. Hopefully we can do better next month with the card I've got planned for next month's pay-per-view House of Hardcore show. Well, we'll see you guys again with 4 more shows. 3 more shows this month. CZW, AAW, and Wrestle Circus. Thanks for watching. Combat Zone Wrestling is live. CZW, CZW. Hello everyone, 716 people. Why the fuck are we at Puerto Rico? I should have checked that. Anyway, let's ignore where we are, because we could have got more people in the tri-state where we should have been. As I did set up the place there. But in about that, Telva Wrestling and Honest and Cardi, Ricochet and Page defeat Connor Claxton, father of Matthew Chew and Cath Cannibal. In 13:18, Ricochet and Page defeat Connor Claxton by pinfall powerbomb. Here's your CZW champion title. Jeff Cannibal 19, Connor Claxton 23. Matthew Father Tweemont 24, Ricochet and Page 27. Connor Claxton improving performance. Let me just turn my phone off. 13 scary ghost videos you have never seen. Awesome. We'll have a look at that in a bit. What we got? Would you like to continue addressing this? New. Complete change. There we go. There we are. In a decent match, OI4K defeated EYFBO in 806 from Jake Chris defeated towards the pinfall the Street Star Press. Michael Dizeract 41, Angel Ortiz 39, Jake Chris 44, Dave Chris 44. Angel Ortiz improving the Rumble. Of course, LAX versus OVE. Nice. In a battle that did East Wrestling Cheat, Tim Donst defeated Rory Gulak in 801 by pinfall the inverted Shikara special. Tim Donst 43, Rory Gulak 26. Rory Gulak is not suited to his gimmick. And this is where this comes in. Yep, so we've already got one tonight. I did think CZW might be the place we're going to get a few. There we go, 35E+. In a poor match, Zachary Wentz defeated Lucky 13 and 15-15 by pinfall. Zachary Wentz makes defense number 1 of his CZW Championship title. Lucky 13-28, Zachary Wentz 30. Lucky 13 improving in performance. We'll have a look what our next show is, Tangled Web in August. And at Tangled Web, we're going to do a... At the Copacabana Confession, where's the question? I'm going to get copyright for singing next, don't I? Zachary Wrench, thank you. I'll be over a rematch of Tangled Web. There we go. 28E, where the show should be better. In a poor match, Desmond Xavier defeated Devon Moore in 821 by pinfall. Devon Moore 30, Desmond Xavier 32. Devon Moore's not suited to his gimmick. That's surprising. I'm interested to see what they're giving Devon Moore as his gimmick, but it'll be quite interesting to see because I know CZW like the back of my hand, so I know a lot of the wrestlers' names and what they do. In about that decent wrestling, Devon Cheat, BLKGs defeat Danny Havoc 739 by pinfall. The BLKGs a stomp. Danny out 30. BLK. Danny Havoc's not suited to his gimmick. Oh my god, I'm going to be all bloody day at this rate. We'll fix House of Hardcore as well on this one. We're going to have to go through all these. In 739 by pinfall. We've got another one tomorrow night, actually, I do believe. Danny Havoc 30, Black G's 42, no work improvements of 35E+. Yeah, we know, thank you, Martha Bentley. In a decent match, Shane Strickland defeated Jonathan Gresham 830 by pinfall the handspring back elbow. Shane Strickland 43, Jonathan Gresham 40, no work improvements 39D-. In a poor match, Alice Cologne defeated Joe Gacy in 830 by pinfall. Alice Cologne 28, Joe Gacy 80. No work proves that match would have been better in the tri-state. In a bad, decent wrestling, Madame Cheat, Joe Janela defeated Suzozo in 823 by pinfall. Suzozo 36, Joe Janela 36, 34E+. In a decent match, David Starr defeated DJ Hyde in 745 by pinfall with a released German suplex. DJ Hyde 38, David Starr 35, no work proves 35E+. In a bad Super Wrestling, a little heat, Jimmy Havoc defeated Mr. Tufuga in 739 by pinfall the Death Valley Driver. Mr. Tufuga 26, Jimmy Havoc 33, no work improvements, national rate above average, there was a lack of belt noticed. In a bad Super Wrestling, a little heat, Bull James defeated Brent Woods in 933 by pinfall. Brent Woods 23, Bull James 30, no work improvements 21E-. Let's hope we get some good matches. In a bad decent wrestling, Madame Cheat, the Rep defeated the Beaver Boys for 30-20C when Nate Carter defeated Alex Wenzel by pinfall. The Rep make defense number 1 of their CZW World Tag Team titles. John Silver carried the match in terms of ring performance. John Silver 47, Alex Wenzel 35. Nate Carter 30, Dave McCall 36, no work improvements. Just so you know, John Moxley, formerly now known as Dane Ambrose, came from CZW. Just saying. In a poor match, Greg Excellence defeated Johnny Yuma in 830 by pinfall the Tiger Driver 98. Johnny Yuma 28, Greg Excellence 38. No work improvements. In a decent match, Medusa defeated Maxwell Jacob Furstein in 1945 by pinfall with a reigning blood. Medusa is your CZW World Champion because he's a low mid-carder. Medusa 52, Maxwell Jacob Furstein 35. No work improvements 42D. In about fantastic hit and good wrestling, James Storm defeated Stu Bennett in 15-26 by pinfall the Longborough. James Storm 52, Stu Bennett 62. James Storm debuts Redneck Awful, Stu Bennett Arrogant Heel. Above average, I think House of Hardcore and CZW have been communicating because they've both got the same wrestlers. Same match over the course of 2 nights. James Storm won as Stu Bennett won last night, but James Storm wins tonight at 56C-. In a decent match, Sammy Callahan defeated Jimmy Jacobs in a Fans Bring the Weapons match in 28-27 by pinfall the Lariat. Jimmy Jacobs 52, Callahan 53. Callahan improving in performance, 53C-. In a bad fantastic and decent wrestling, Abyss defeated Bully Ray in 11:46 by pinfall the Black Hole Slam. Abyss has debuted the Monster initial rate of average. Abyss is retiring. Badass Gimmick Awful, Abyss 52, Bully Ray 48. No work improvements as a car crash match, so I should have done it shorter. The main event is Kenny Omega vs. Zack Sabre Jr. In a bad superb wrestling and good heat, Kenny Omega defeats Zack Sabre Jr. 24-36 by pinfall the cross-legged Fisherman Buster. Egomaniac's got legendary fan favourites, got above average. The match they're better announcing and colour commentary. Kenny Omega 76, Zack Sabre Jr. 66. No work improvements. We'll end the show there. 54C minus. 18 regions, and we'll sort out that we don't need to worry about that. Next month, of course, we got, as you saw, Tangled Web. Hopefully next month we'll do a better show because we won't be in the middle of freaking nowhere. I'm going to go to Sami Callan actually because he pulled out a good match in the main event scene. I've only brought in a few of the good brawlers and a few good wrestlers because, you know, CZW does that. So next up, I think tomorrow night it is the turn of AAW. We're not on for another week. We're not until Friday night, but there's 3 shows in a row, and that's how I like it. So I'll see you guys with AAW in just a little bit. Thank you for what. Tomorrow night, we'll see Shikara. I thought Shikara was going to be able to get Shikara next, but I'm waiting for a few people. We've got 300 people, 304 people at the Iron Rud Hall tonight. And Josh comes out and goes, tonight, the big top has come to town. And now it's time for action. Tonight we have crowning champions matches and in-ring action like nothing you've seen before. And now time for a crowning tag team match. 50D plus and a weirdo gimmick. In a decent match, the Lucha Brothers defeat Team Tremendous OV and the All Night Express. In 14:53, the odd elimination was Team Tremendous first, then OV, and then finally All Night Express. The Lucha Brothers are your Wrestle Circus big top tag team champions. I ain't going to go through all the gimmicks. Kenny King 51, Rhett Titus 38, Dan Barry 31, Bill Carey 40, Jake Chris 42, Dave Chris 36, Penton Al0 M 54 and Phoenix 55. Kenny King improving technical and performance, Jake Chris and performance, and Dan Barry and Rumble 47D. In about that decent match of crowd, Subpar Wrestling, Will Ospreay defeated Holly Wicked in 15-10 by pinfall the 6-way splash. Holly Wicked even incarnate awful. Will Ospreay Phil Seeker awful. Will Ospreay's earth game. Will Ospreay's getting better. His gimmick. Holly Wicked 30, 37 for Will Ospreay, and he's improving the Rumble 35E plus. In a decent match, Best Friends defeat Xavier and Rents in 15:40 when Chuck Taylor defeats Zachary Rents by pinfall with an awful ruffle. Zachary Wrench 34, Desmond Xavier 39, Chuck Taylor 49. You've got to get Greg, or Trent as he should be known, 46. I ain't changed his name. So 45D, not bad. In a decent match, Extreme Tiger defeat PG Black, ACH, and Trevor Lee in an elimination match in 15:02. Your elimination was PG Black first, then ACH, and finally Trevor Lee. Extreme Tiger wins the Wrestle Circus Sideshow title. Extreme Tiger carried the match in ring performance as well, which is good. Extreme Tiger 57, PG Black 40, ACH 41, Trevor Lee 46, no work moves 50D plus. In a decent match, Brian Cage defeated Bram in 15:03 by pin with a flying elbow drop. Bram 52, Brian Cage 41, no work improvements. In a decent match, Joey Ryan defeated Paul London in 15:18 by pin for the double underhook facebuster. Joey Ryan 41, Paul London 52. Joey Ryan improving in performance skills. His debut flamboyant's got awful fan favourite above average, 49D plus. In a decent match, Rich Swann defeated Sami Callihan in 14:50 by pin for the chicken fried driver. Rich Swann 47, Sami Callihan 56, no work improvements for that, 55C minus. In about that great heat and decent wrestling, Matt Riddle defeated Eli Drake in 15:17 by submission to guillotine choke. Eli Drake 44, Matt Riddle 59, no work improvements, but his debu's alcohol hill awful, Jim Affrey above average. In a good match, Matt Sydal defeated Jay Lethal in 14:35 by pinfall the Shooting Star Press. Matt Sydal 57, Jay Lethal 60. Matt Sydal is improving technical and performance skills. That's 59C. In a good match, Zack Sabre Jr. defeated Moose in 15:04 by submission to Senior Stretch. Moose 41, Zack Sabre Jr. 68. He's debuted his dual superstar above average, fan favourite above average. Zack Sabre Jr. improving in performance at 60C. In about that fantastic eating good wrestling, Nick Aldis defeated MVP in 14:46 by pin for the Torment. MVP Davies arrogant heel, awful. Nick Aldis no gimmick needed, very good. MVP 56, Nick Aldis 58, no work improvements. In about that fantastic eating good wrestling, Stu Bennett defeats Brian Reeves in 14:53 by pin of the Wastelands. Brian Reeves 60, Brian Reeves 56, Stu Bennett 60. Brian Reeves badass above average, both of them got badasses. 53C. In about that fantastic eating good wrestling, Cody Rhodes defeated Strange Storm In 2008 by pinfall the Crossroads. James Storm 53, Cody 59, his redneck is awful, arrogant heel awful. No work improvements. The video plays hyping up John Henning versus Austin Aries in your main event. In an exceptional match, John Henning defeated Austin Aries in 25:09 by pinfall the Mulet Driver. John Hennigan wins the Wrestle Circus Ringmaster title. Austin Aries egomaniac awful. Austin Aries is good, better his gimmick. John Henning, David is cocky gimmick very good. SNO 63, Henning 70. No improvements. So Austin Aries is our franchise player. He's our second runner up, but I wanted to put the belt on Henning. And that is where we end our first ever Wrestle Circus. 55C minus. Well, if I could pull that show off any other night of the week, I'd be impressed. But freaking hell, I'm impressed. Well done, guys, for a great performance from all of you tonight. We're going to praise you for great performance, praising you for great performance, praising you for great performance. And I'll see you tomorrow night for one final Wrestle Circus. Not Wrestle Circus for Shikara, because we're going to do 6 in this one. And then we'll have a quick rundown of all the rosters and all the companies and their champions before we end this episode. Thank you for watching Wrestle Circus. Welcome to the Big Top. Shikara Wrestling is live. Yeah, I'm adding a sick one. I had to do Shikara. Mike Quackenbush, the owner. We're in front of 1,512 people at the PK Viking Hall. And Mike Quackenbush comes in the ring and goes, "Tonight I changed Shikara for the better. From this point on, the free win title shot system is over. You now have to prove yourself in the ring all over Shikara and other companies you work for. Tonight people return and all the championships are on the line." Not only have we got returns, we've got debuts and we've got people gone. And we're going to open up tonight with a title match when the game wants to play ball. In a poor match, the Throwbacks defeated the Closers in 7:42 when Dasher Hatfield defeated Rick Rowland by pinfall the Grand Slam. The Throwbacks win the Chicago Companines de Prejudice title of the tag team belts. Mark Aggio 26, Hatfield 28, Rick Rowland 33, Shane Park 32. Dasher is not suited to his gimmick, which I will do at some point. Not tonight though, because I've got to run through the company rosters with you guys. In a poor match, Green Ant defeated Alpha Solon Barksdale in 8:19 by pinfall the Flying Topi. Green Ant 26, Swerve Barksdale 36. This is what I thought we'd have a problem with, hence why I've upgraded the roster with a lot more better wrestlers. There's a lot more coming in as well. In a poor match, Roy Gulak defeated and the Beast Warriors defeated Murloc and Kujan Cordan and Hermit Crab in 8:05. When Roy Gulak defeated Hermit Crab by pinfall the M Bison. Oleg the Usurper 32, the Potane Bull 31, Roy Gulak 31, Murloc 29, Hermit Crab 25, Kujan Cordan 28. They better not be what I think it is, because that'll be creepy. Roy Gulak, I'm just going to put Gulak. I've spelled it wrong, don't judge. And then Murloc as well. I'm going to get a load of these, I bet you. Tonight's going to be full of bloody... Oh, I'm not suited to my gimmick. In a poor match, Ophidian defeated Workaround at 11:45 by pinfall the Egypt Destroyer. Ophidian 33, Workaround 33. Workaround is improving performance. Ophidian announced quality in the colour commentary going to match a boost, the 32E. In a bad that didn't have much heat, and Telbaress and Fefant defeated Hype Rockwell at 11:30 by pinfall. Fefant 20, Hype Rockwell 30. Hype Rockwell improving performance of 27E. In a poor match, My School defeated John Festa de Coronado in 15:05 by pinfall the Graduation. My School's debut is degenerate gimmick, below average, and that's quality to lift the match. John Festa de Coronado 28, My School 38, no work improvements. In every match is a freaking poor match. Carmenels and DeFug defeated Des Pelton in 12:59 when Collins Carmenels defeated Donald Klugen by pinfall the Great Expectations. So these are Victorians and these are bikers. Donald Kruger 30, Jasper Tippins 30, Sonia Defer 27, Collis Clumes 29, no worker is a 32E+. In a poor match, Legion of Watt defeated Lost Ice Creams when Hallowicked defeated Ice Cream Jr. by pinfall the Go to Sleep with the Go to Sleepy Hollow 26E. Hollywood David's Evil Con 8 gimmick awful. Hollywood struggled to do due to a mediocre comedy performance. Frightmare is not suited to his gimmick. Oh great. Frightmare is not suited to his gimmick. This was a comedy match because I have to do it. The entire way Shikara's booked will be changed. The match was far too long considering it was a comedy bout. Frightmare 28, Hallowicked 31, Ice Cream Jr. 35, Out Hydro Ice Cream 30. No work improvements. In a poor match, Angelico defeated Fire Ant in 15:08 by pinfall the Supreme Senton. Angelico 39, Fire Ant 26. No work improvements. In a decent match, Pete Dunne defeated Jay Lethal in 15-28 by pin with a bitter end. Pete Dunne 43, Lethal 28-57. Old school heel, very good. Fan favourite, awful. Finally, we're getting some decent matches. In a decent match, Will Ospreay, Jigsaw and Aerostar defeat ACH, Phoenix and Icarus in 14-45 when Will Ospreay defeated ACH by pin with a 6-face senton. Aerostar 36, Jigsaw 38, Will Ospreay 49, Icarus 35, Phoenix 57, ACH 36. No work improvements. And our main event tonight is Drago taking on Pentagon Jr. for the main bout against 41D. In a decent match, Pentagon Jr. defeated Drago in 25-12 by pin for the Top Rope Stars Clash. Pentagon Jr. wins the Shikara Grande title. Drago 31, Pentagon Jr. 47. Drago from Bayface, awful. Classic Rudo gimmick above average. Drago sustained a complete laceration, coloration, ligament tear. Great. No work improvements. We're in tonight's show. 42D. It actually didn't lose its popularity, which is unusual. It increased our popularity, but next month is going to be a better show. I've tried to run it as Shikara would be one, but it's not really worked out for us. So we're just going to praise everybody. Next month's going to be more interesting for Shikara because a load of guys from the WWE have been released who I'm hiring from there. They've released them from their thing. So I'll see you back at the main screen where we'll have a look at the champions. Quick look at the rosters. And have a look what's going on in the world. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in a minute. Welcome back. So I'll stop cutting it off once we get to there. But oh, okay. No one's signed with us. Yeah, Sakara signs Penal 0M. Phoenix signs for Shakar. Lethal signs. Sure, that's fine. Well, we need some better wrestlers, and I think the way Shakar is set up. So our next show is going to be happening on Friday, week 4 of August. Yeah, Friday week 4 August. Let's have a look at the calendar, please. Thank you, game. Friday week 4, that's fine. Back by demand. That's perfect. So yeah, Shikara, the only show we did with 4 hours was Wrestle Circus. Wrestle Circus had a full. So we've got All Night Express, Best Friends, Lucha Brothers, OVE, Team Tremendous and Xavier and Ranch. Lucha Brothers, of course, the Wrestle Circus big top champion, tag team champions. So you got ACH, Austin Aries, Bill Carr, Bill DeMont, Bram, Brandon Torley, Brian Cage, Chuck Taylor, Cody Rhodes, Cyrus Freeze, Dan Barry, Dave Chris, Desmond Xavier, Eli Drake, Extreme Tiger, Phoenix, Greg, Melissa, aka I really need to change your name to Trent. Or Beretta will do. I've used Beretta because that's better. Beretta, wherever were we? Desmond Xavier, Eli Drake, Extreme Tiger, Phoenix, Halle Wicked, Jake Chris, James Storm, Jay Lethal, Joe Ryan, John Hennigan, me, Kenny King, MVP, Matt Riddle, Matt Sydal, Mike Tenay, Moose, Nick Aldis, Paul London, Pentagon Zero, and PJ Black, Brett Tice, Rich Swan, Ryan Rears, Sammy Callan, Stu Bennett, Taz, Teddy Biossi Sr., Todd Sinclair, Trevor Lee, Will Ospreay, Zachary Wrench, and Zack Sabre Jr. Teddy Biossi Sr. is our road agent for Chicago. So yeah, our last show got a 65C, did really well. So, you know, we decided on Phoenix, the Lucha Brothers are tag team champions. We're not going to do women's wrestling for now. Ringmasters with John Hennigan and Sideshow's Extreme Tiger. So next month, back by popular demand, we'll see a interesting match as I will pit Hennigan taking on Cody Rhodes. The storyline we've got going on on the Impact series at the moment. But yeah, sometimes when you do these series, you know, matches do cross, and that's one of them. Best Friends proved them. Lucha Brothers will be taking on Best Friends. I think that'll be quite an interesting, nice little match to do. I'm looking forward to that one. And Extreme Tiger has asked for a chance to prove himself, so we're going to give it to him as he will take on Rich Swann, defending his bout. So that's 3 of the matches I've got planned for the Back by Popular Demand show. Tour this company, should we do that? So our most popular, we have 58 people. The most popular stars are Ryan Reeves, Cody Rhodes, James Storm, John Henning, and Austin Aries. There you go. So our most popular stars. Right, we'll move on, shall we? To TCW. Oh, no surprises have been leaked at the moment. I know that one of these companies is going to ruin some of the surprises. So we have heavyweight champion is Jay Lethal, international champion Dave Finlay Jr., junior heavyweight Tracy Williams, and tag team is Jarrison Neal and Shannon Moore. Some new people have joined the company, so you've got ACH, Adam Forstone, Beretta, Brian Hebner, Brian Pillman, Chuck Taylor, Dave Finlay, David Starr, Drago, Estonia Thunderfrog, Phoenix, Halle Wicked, James Drake, Jay Bradley, Jay Lethal, Jay White, Jeff Cobb, Jesse Neal, Jigsaw, John Layfield, Josh Matthews, Keith Lee, Kenny King, Russell Legend, Matt Riddle, Michael Striker, Moose, Firstine, Moose, Penner Zero, Rhett Titus, Rich Swan, Todd Sinclair, Shannon Moore, Todd Sinclair, Tracy Williams, Zack Sabre Jr. There is one problem with this company, and I'll tell you what that is. Where's my aluminium? So yeah, I've got rid of a few people because I've been idiots. So is it Steve Kern? Right, Steve Kern, please come back and be our road agent, because we haven't got a road agent. That's the problem we've got. I think Joey Matthews was another one we brought in as a road agent as well, because he wasn't working for anyone, and it doesn't look like he's working for anyone now. So, well, he's got some offers, but we'll give him an offer. So yeah, that's what's going on. I forgot to show you where we are in the. We're ranking 90th this company at the moment. Not too bad out of 200. CZW alive. We're 19th, which is nice. Tangled Webbed in 21 days. I haven't got any matches scheduled for the Tangled Web at the moment. This is MPS Booker. Sabian signs with him. Okay, Eddie Edwards is coming in. Oh, okay, that's the only contract sign I've got. Okay, that's now got me a match set for Tangled Web. CZW joining on the bandwagon. Oh yeah, we have got one. Lucky 13 versus Zachary Wrench. CZW are hitting on some things with Sammy Callahan taking on Eddie Edwards. Madus has asked that he challenges. He's going to be taking on in the main event. It's going to be because we have to do a hardcore match on here because I'm keeping this as best I can to the real thing. So it's going to be Medusa versus Abyss in a Monsters Ball match in the main event. I need to sort out Pivot Share because someone's put their ratings so low that you can't do the matches what CZW do on their shows for that. That's the only other match I've got planned for the show. The wide champion is Zachary Wrench. World Heavyweight Champion is Medusa. I think that's he's a current two-time champion. And World Tag Team Champions are Dave McCall and Nate Carter. So they're part of, I think they're known as the Rep. Yeah. So yeah, Zachary Wrench will be defending his belt as well, as I like to have most belts on the line when I can do it. So, fighting champions and all that. So Zachary Wrench is going to be given a very nasty chance, but he's going to have to take on Jimmy Havoc at Tangled Web. So good luck to him. So that's all that's going on in Shikara at the moment. The roster stands as Abyss, Alex Cologne, Alex Reynolds, Angel Ortiz, B, LKGs, Brentwood, Ball James, Bully Ray, Connor Claxton, Dan Corey, Danny Havoc, Dave Chris, Dave Mike McCall, David Starr, Devon Moore, Desmond Xavier, DJ Hyde, Eddie Edwards, Father Matthew Tremont, Greg Excellent, Jack Black, Jake Christ, James Storm, Jeff Cannonball, Jimmy Havoc, Jimmy Jacobs, Jimmy Cordeers, Joe Gacy, Joe Janella, John Silver, Johnny Yuma, Jonathan Gresham, Kenny Omega, Lucky 13, Medusa, Marvely Bentley, Maxwell Jacob Firstein, Mike Darzakt, Mr. Tofuga, Nate Carter, Nick Popagiro, Pananela P. Ford, Pentuel Zero, Ricky Shane Page, Roy Gulak, Sammy Callan, Shane Strickland, Sozo, Stu Bennett, Tim Dunst, Zachary Wrench, Zack Sabre Jr. and Zack Sabre Jr. Now I need to change a few things on this product. TNA levels are none. Matches should be scripted. And I'm just going to check that, yep, this is all okay after that. Good. Right, so that's that sorted. So Combat Zone Wrestling is ready for Tangled Webbed in 21 days. House of Hardcore. I love the fact none of these companies are giving away some of my secret signings. Ha ha ha. Which is nice. I bet Shikara is going to be the one that gives them away. I bet it's going to be Shikara. There is some secret signings. Where did we come last night with Shikara, by the way? The show was it was a good show, apparently. Apparently. We have no active battles, but that will be sorted out at House of Hardcore. What number is that? House of Hardcore 35. So 30, House of Hardcore 35 will sort out. So on the roster, you have Abyss, Alex Reynolds, Alex Shelley, Angelico, Anise, Brian Cage, Trevor Guerrero, Chris Sabin, Cody Rhodes, Cole Cabana, Danny Morrison, Drago, Phoenix, James Storm, Jay Briscoe, Jay Lethal, Jimmy Cordeers, JT Dunn, Kenny King, Kenny Omega, Kevin Cross, Lance Anonia, Lance Hoyt, Leona St. Genevia, Mark Briscoe, Masquerade Degrado. And there is a surprise. So if you don't know who Masquerade Devado is, I knew there would be one on this roster. Masquerade Devado is better known to you guys as Grand Metalik. Welcome, Grand Metalik, to House of Hardcore. As you can see, he's only a mid-carder, but I don't care. There's a few of them kicking around. You'll see a lot more. Matt Striker, Rey Mysterio, Rhett Titus, Sheem Al, Stu Bennett, Suicide, and Tommy Dreamer. So Suicide, of course, is Caleb Connolly. I'll be bringing him to a few more companies like CZW. He'll be going to soon as well, signing him up for CZWs. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what's going on here. No titles. But House of Hardcore 35, HOH, will be holding a one-night only tournament for this title, featuring 4 of the top men for House of Hardcore. I don't know if they have got anything. Hog. Can we get away with using the Hog Championship? Yeah, not really. Let's go for my usual. World. So nice the missus not here tonight. It's been really peaceful, but it's not. I do miss her when she's not here, to be honest. She'll probably only watch this video and never hear that, and then she says I don't. She'll go, "Oh, you don't care about me." Where is it? There it is. That's the one I like. I love that about. It looks like the Golden Snitch to me, but I'm not judging. So yeah, in 19 days' time, House of Hardcore will be holding a one-night only tournament to crown their first ever House of Hardcore champion. Round 1 will feature Abyss versus Cody Rhodes. Abyss versus Cody Rhodes. James Storm versus Kenny Omega. Stu Bennett will take on Rey Mysterio. Oh yes, we're doing this. This is House of Hardcore. Lethal will be taking on Chavo Guerrero Jr. So the winners of those matches will advance in the tournament. Each section, la-di-da-di-da, as you per do. We'll open up with those 4 matches and then we'll move the night on. I'm going to do a 3-hour-and-a-half show from now on because 3 hours and a half looks better. Can we... Ooh. I don't know if you guys heard that or not because I heard it, but it didn't go through the headphones. There isn't. No. That's fine. So yeah, that's House of Hardcore. Hope you're ready for the next one. Next day, Joey Lawler, AAW. Is there any surprises with this? Abyss becomes Book of MPS, which I will need to check actually, because otherwise I'm gonna stop him from doing that, because sometimes it does mean he doesn't. When is our next show? We haven't even set up our next show, so I don't even know if AAW have got any. Yeah, there isn't any signs. So this is going to be called Backlash. I know that it's a WWE, but so Backlash. I ain't going to schedule any match. I'm going to schedule a few matches for Backlash. How long was that? 3 hours and a half. So this could be 3 hours and a half. Yeah. Calendar. When did I do that one? I love doing this sort of thing on camera because then you get a better idea of what's going on. You know what's going on with the companies. Normally, if they're available on Monday week 4, this month, they're going to be available then. So that's what we're doing. Save and exit. There you go. So you've got a new show, Backlash, in 22 days. Everyone's got morale issues. This company's in debt for some reason, but that's probably because of the freaking size of the roster. I feel I'm going to have to make some cutbacks for this roster, to be honest. So don't be surprised if some of these people get released. Bayer, Fox, Abyss, Ace Perry, ACH, Alex Renzel, Austin Ayers, Bill Carr, Chainsaw King, Chuck Taylor, CJ Espazars, Colt Cabana, Dan Barry, Daniel Daniels, Dave Chris, Dave McCall, Davey Vega, Desmond Xavier Drago, Eddie Edwards, Eddie Kingston, Ethan Page, Jack Evans, Jack Chris, James Storm, Jay Briscoe, Jay Lethal, Jeff Cobb, Jerry Lawler, Jessica Havoc, Jerry Janela, John Henning, John Silver, Kenny Omega, Mark Briscoe, Marcus Crane, Matt Filch, Matt Jackson, Matt Seidel, Manella Lee Cruz, Michael Algan, Nate Carter, Nick Jackson, Pentel Zero, and PG Dums, Ray Phoenix, Ray Halls, Ray Mysterio, Sammy Callan, Trevor Lee, Cherry McGull, Zachary Wrench, Zack Sabre Jr., Zima Art, and Zima Ion. I will be making a cutback on that roster because this roster is freaking massive. It's 50 active wrestlers. I don't think we need 50. AAW Backlash. Who's our world champion now? Jay Lethal. But he's going to have a hell of a stage for him because he's going to be taking on Kenny Omega. It's the only match I've got scheduled for this show. I ain't going to schedule anything else. That's the only thing I can think of. Until I've got rid of some of these people, I need the tag team division to be big. But I can definitely cut some of these freaking tag teams. So actually, Xavier and Wrench, probably Team Tremendous can go. Slop Hunters can go. Dub Boys and Besties in the world can probably go. We'll work that out in a bit. But yeah, we're going to be making some cutbacks over in All American Wrestling. That's definitely going to be happening. I'll be doing it off camera when I've gone through all this with you tonight, and then I'll do UK tomorrow. And Mike Quackenbush and Shikara, Hype Rock Round Drago having morale issues. Oh, that's nice. Is this where it's going to ruin some of the other surprises? Probably because I've gone through. Yep. No, because Miss Grey Dorado we've already seen. Yes, but you can see. So Kalisto's gone, Jack Gallagher's gone, Norman Dar's gone, and TJ Perkins and Kenta have all left the WWE. So I have already made cutbacks in this company. I'm not making any more. Gerard. Yeah, well, you've got injured, mate. We know. Thank you for telling us. We'll give you some money for that. We're going to give you some money. Annoyed at the booking of your match. Yeah, we know. You're shit anyway. Roster. Auto. Oop. Wrong button. Auto push already. Ow. I need toothache again. We'll go through the roster in a minute because I've come in here quite late and let the company sort themselves out. But your champions are... the other thing I don't like is floating titles. Let's sort that out. So you got Dash Hatfield and Mike House, the throwbacks. Your Grand Champions Pentagon Jr. Infinity Gauntlet, last one it was Solo Darling in 2017. King of Trios was Pete Dunne, Trent Seven and Tyler Bate in 2017, which is a great one. Tag World Grand Prix, Mass in fact. So we sort all that out when it comes to it. Teams, Ant Hill, Kujin Cordan, Hermit Crab, Commoners and Defoe, Des Proto, Legion of Rock, Lost Ice Queens, Beast Warriors, Colossus, the Closers and the Throwbacks. I'm not going to release anyone else on this roster because I'm just making this roster my own. So you got ACH, Aerostar, Angelico, Bruce Ramsbig, Kujin Cordad, Chalcedone, Cornelis Columbus, Dash Outfield, Dolan Kruger, Drago, Al Hydro Del Ice Cream, Phoenix, Fire Ant, Filamenta, Frightmare, Gail Kim, Green Ant, Holly Wicked, Hermit Crab, Hype Rockwell, Icarus, Ice Cream Jr., Jasper Tippins, Jay Lethal, Jigsaw, John Barber, Jean Fresto Canorde, Cobold, Mark and Angel Sassetti, Mighty School, Masquerade Dorado, Murloc, Mike Quackenbush, Officer 1 Barksdale, Oleg the Usurper, Ophidian, Pentagon Jr., Pete Dunne, Rick Rowland, Rory Gulak, Scott Holiday, Solomon Carbrace, Sonny de Dafigo, the Poltone Ball, Theft Ant, Will Ospreay, Worker Ant, Zack Sabre Jr. So they are all working with Shikara. Of course, Zack Sabre Jr. hasn't. We've got Shikarasaurus Rex is the next show we've got planned at the moment. I will be doing a bit of money spending in a second. But that is going to be Masquerade Dorado versus Pentagon Jr. in the main event. I don't think it will be by the time these people join. I think there's going to be some swips around in the company. I don't know why I've come up with that, but I need to go into medical and I need to fix these two up. So he's now going to be back in 4 months. Let's hope I can get you back. You're going to be in 3 months and 1 week, which is not too bad. So, sorry if I'm sniffling, guys. I will see you guys back here again in the next episode of 6 Companies, 1 Country, USA edition. Thanks for